Hi everyone, it's Tristan. I hope that you're doing well, and if you're not doing well, that's okay too. Just know that it's temporary. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Tristan, and I'm a certified and professional astrologer, and today we're going to be talking about the energy of Taurus. So it's important to know that you are more than just one sign. We have a full astrology birth chart. We have a sun sign, a moon sign, a rising sign, etc. So I'm talking about the Taurus energy. So if you are a Taurus sun, moon, rising, or Mars, Mercury, Venus, or even MC, this video is for you. I personally am a Taurus Mars and a Taurus Mercury, so I definitely understand this energy well. And if anyone is interested in learning more about astrology or about your personal birth chart, you can book a one-on-one personal astrology birth chart reading with me. You just go to www.tristansky.com to book. So each sign is either earth, air, fire, or water. Taurus is an earth sign. Just like Capricorn and Virgo, the other earth signs, Taurus has a practical nature. They are stable, grounded, and hardworking. It's easy to spot a Taurus with how grounded they are. They have a calm, grounded, stable energy. It's not one to be very frivolous and dancey. They're very secure and stable. Taurus is an earth sign because they really value security and stability. Things like money, career are very important to them. They're not one just dancing in the forest and having a good time. They want to make sure that they have everything covered and secure. So they're the ones to really value marriage, right? They want to have a secure romantic interest. There's also an element to finances to Taurus and possessions. They're not wishful thinkers. They're not daydreamers. No, they're practical thinkers. They're here to make money. They really are the ones to manage finances and to take money seriously. Common sense to Taurus. They're not very emotionally or spiritually driven. They're not like wishful thinkers or spontaneous or extremely, brainy or intellectual. They're very practically driven. They have brilliant common sense. This is the way things should be, and this is how it should be done. It's very black, white, and like, let's just get it done. There's also a strong simplistic nature to Taurus. They're not very complicated. Moving on, each sign has a quality to them, either fixed, mutable, or cardinal, and they all mean different things. Taurus is a fixed sign. Because of this, Taurus can be fixed in opinion and they can be stubborn. Taurus is very headstrong, okay? That's all on the negatives. But on the positive is that Taurus is also very dependable and loyal. You can really count on them to do the task. You can really count on them for them to be there for you. They're very steady and dependable. But because of that, they can be extremely stubborn and resistant to change. They don't like any of that. They like to stay on the track that they're on. And because of that steady nature that Taurus has and the practical mindset that they have, there's usually an air of success to Taurus. Not to say Tauruses can't struggle, they can, but there's a sense of stability and success that they have. They are hard-working. Furthermore, each sign is either masculine or feminine. Taurus is a feminine sign. They are very gentle. They are very caring. They have a soft touch. They do everything with beauty and grace and softness and calmness. Like, they're not one to be very anxious and no, they do everything like with a bit of grace and beauty. Now, each zodiac sign is ruled by a planet or two, and Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. And Venus is the planet of love, relationships, beauty, and money. And that is really like bestowed onto Taurus. Taurus simply likes money and possessions. They like things. They like to own things. They like to have things. Taurus is the one to have a beautiful room with lots of knickknacks and a lot of stuff. Fancy clothes, toys, and gadgets, and gizmos. They're the ones to pay a lot of money for the high quality product. They're not into cheap stuff. They like luxurious things. With Taurus, it's about material wealth. It's not about spiritual wealth. Pros and cons to that. Tauruses are often very beautiful. They're sharply dressed, they have beautiful surroundings, but it's not very deep, right? It's just about things and stuff. Because of that, Taurus also has a creative and beautiful mind. They can be really good at decorating and like interior design, and they know how to dress well. Now, this next thing I'm going to talk about is not really known in astrology, but I read up on it, and to me it makes a lot of sense. I also believe that another ruling planet for Taurus is the planet Earth, the planet we live on. Simply because Taurus are very human-like in a way that they are the ones to be aroused by the senses. For Taurus, they have to see it, they have to hear it, they have to touch it, they have to feel it. And these are big human things, tactical, physical body things. It's not so spiritual. There is an extreme sensuality to Taurus, okay? They really do appreciate good food, fine wine, the touch of another person, the sound of music. They like beautiful things, beautiful sounds, beautiful tastes. They hate bad sounds, they hate bad smells, they hate bad food. They like the beauty of life and all the good things that it offers if it connects to their senses. So it's not so much spiritual, because spirituality doesn't really connect to, you can't see it or taste it or feel it. It's more about the human things like food. Because of that, Taurus also loves sleep as well. They're the ones to really nurture themselves and take really great care of themselves. Now, each zodiac sign has a symbol that it represents. Now, Taurus is the bull. Now, we commonly know the bull as like this big, ferocious, aggressive animals that like hits hard. But if you look at bulls, they're just actually sweet animals until you provoke them. And that's very much Taurus. Taurus is very calm, cool, and collected, but if you provoke them, they can attack intensely. It's like a fierceness and a gentleness that Taurus has. The thing though is that Taurus is very patient. They're not the ones to blow up unless they're at their wits' end. It's easy to spot when a Taurus has a temper though. It's like they're just like upset. They'll do like a little face. It's like you can see the steam coming out of their ears and their nose. Like they're like, they can be quite annoyed, but they won't latch out. They'll really just like hold it in, like almost like a bull getting ready to attack but doesn't attack. That's very Taurus. Most of the time you'll see that they are angry but they won't attack. So that is the basics of Taurus. Now I think it's good that we talk about the positive and negatives of Taurus. I will start with the negatives so we can finish with positive. To all my Tauruses, you guys can be very lazy. It's very slow moving. Taurus likes to rest. Taurus likes to take their time. Taurus likes to move around leisurely and really enjoy and move slowly. Tauruses don't like to be rushed. They are dependable and they will get it done, but it's at their own pace. They will do it when they want to, not when others want them to do it. Taurus is also very self-indulgent. They like to take care of themselves. They're the ones to rest a little bit too much. They're the ones to eat a little bit too much, to drink a little bit too much wine, to really like consume a bit too much. They're the ones to hit the snooze button over and over again or have another serving of food. You know, Tauruses can spend a lot of money on themselves, on skincare and on clothes and hair products and making sure that everything they like they put a lot of energy towards themselves. And they can also be self-indulgent with sex as well. Tauruses can also be very stubborn. It's almost as if Tauruses will disagree with you and not care. They'll just have fixed opinions of how things should be done, and they could be wrong, but they would still stick to that idea. And in a way there's like a passiveness to this, because they'll just be like, I just disagree, sorry. And that can cause reactions out of other people, right? It depends what else you have in your chart. Like if you have Pisces or Gemini in your chart, you might be more movable, but Tauruses are very fixed and stubborn. So the next thing I hope is not too offensive, but Tauruses can be a bit boring. Hear me out, is that they're not the most exciting. You know, it depends what else you have in your chart, but the energy of Taurus is so practically driven. It's not one to be spontaneous and to jump off a bridge. Because of that, there's a sense of unexciting energy to them. They can be very stable, but it's boring. They really value simplicity and things that are predictable. I said it before, but Tauruses are materialistic and overly luxurious. They like things, they like stuff, they like to spend money on things and stuff, but that can be a little bit surface level. Another negative trait for Taurus is that typically they can lack depth. Now, just because they are more materially driven and they like simplistic things, they may not be the deepest of thinkers. Also, there's a strong sense of loyalty to Taurus, which is a pro, but they can almost be loyal to a fault. They could be in a relationship with someone and be so loyal to them even though they shouldn't be with them. They can be loyal to bad habits. It's like they're just fixed on the way things should be. They'll just keep repeating things that aren't unhealthy or things that aren't good for them. That there's a limitation to growth here with Taurus. So those are a few negative traits to Taurus. Now let's talk about the positive traits. Obviously, one of the most beautiful traits is that they are dependable and you can count on them. They are loyal. They will be there for you if you need them. If you have a Taurus in your life, Taurus rising, Taurus moon, whatever, you can count on them, okay? They're also dependable when it comes to practical needs and jobs. Like, they will get the job done. Like, if you have a Taurus working for you, you can expect them to be dependable. Taurus also has strong simplistic virtues of life. They really enjoy the beauty of life, and it's the simple things that pleases them. The smell of a flower, you know, the laughter with friends. It's about eating and drinking and having a good time. They can be brilliant hosts. It's a very simple, feel-good energy. The sensuality of Taurus cannot be forgotten. They love cuddles and closeness, and they love to be caring. They really value human connection. There's also an incredible gentleness, an incredible sweetness to Taurus that just seems so unthreatening. And you just feel so good around a Taurus. Like, you just feel like safe. There's nothing dangerous. There's nothing unpredictable about a Taurus. You feel safe, and they're so... I'll say this, Tauruses tend to have really sparkly eyes. They just have sparkly, inviting, kind, just like beautiful eyes, Tauruses. Depending where Taurus is in your chart, there will also be a strong sense of beauty. Taurus risings are so beautiful. They tend to have beautiful faces, beautiful features. When it comes to the matches of Taurus, basically Taurus gets along with Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo, and Pisces. So those are the energies that astrologically Taurus will get along with. According to astrology, Taurus will struggle with Libras and Sagittariuses. So I'll just name some famous Taurus celebrities now. So when it comes to Taurus risings, I have Miley Cyrus, who's very beautiful, and she has like that Taurus decorative nature of like the artistic, of the tattoos, and she likes luxurious, you know, outfits. Martin Luther King is a Taurus rising, and Halle Berry is a Taurus rising, and she's very beautiful, very sensual. Megan Fox is a Taurus, and she also has that beautiful nature to her, but there's also very simplistic in the way she talks and in the way she moves, but also incredibly sensual. Queen Elizabeth II is a Taurus. She seems to have a very practical mind and loves her riches. Jerry Seinfeld, Jessica Alba, Cher, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you know, and his name, like The Rock. And when I think of Taurus, I think of like dependable, and there's something very like heavy about Taurus, so like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just makes sense. Adele, so beautiful. David Beckham, and Stevie Wonder. So that is basically it for the energy of Taurus. To all the Tauruses, I love you so much. You guys are so caring, gentle, sensual, dependable, beautiful people. I have lots of Taurus energy within my chart, so I really appreciate this energy very much. To everyone watching, thank you so much for supporting my content. I love you. Thank you for any type of digital support that you send my way. I'm sending you a big hug back. Thank you. And I hope to see you in a future video. Take the greatest of care and be kind. I love you. Goodbye.